Hi you guys, good morning. Today we are going to talk about how I save some money. Okay, yay. Okay, this is my day off and I have time to do the vlog. Yes, what I learned now is that I just film, and whenever I feel like filming, then I film, and then whenever I feel like editing my videos, then I edit it, so I don't get stressed, or I don't get like the feeling that I'm burnt out like the last time, because that's what happened to me the last time that I had my channel, and I was so burnt out because I was so like 24 hours into my vlogging, editing, and then into my vlog. I feel like I have to do this every day because that's what other people say. Oh, you have to do the vlog every day. You have to uploading every day. But that is so stressing for me. So, so that's what I do is I just film whenever I feel like I'm ready to film, and then I will edit my video when I feel like I'm ready to edit. Yes, that's what I've been doing. Okay. Today, our topic for today is how did I save up some money? All right, what I learned from the past that brought me to now. Okay, because when I was younger, like I told you before, like money is the number one that my struggling in my life. Because I was doing in a wrong way. That's why like I never had any money left with me. Okay, but now since what I learned is like work, of course never quit working. Okay, because your body is your how do you call that in Tagalog is puhunan. So in English, how do you say that in English? Weapon? No. Investment. Okay, investment. So that is your investment. Okay, your body is your investment. Okay, your youth, your body, your mind, your physical is your investment. Okay, so you have to spend some time on yourself. Okay, so this is the point of view you're supposed to be doing. If you are still young and capable, if you are like already old enough to start and begin with your life, then go begin with your life, start with your life, go start earning money. Mostly for those people that, let's say, you went to college, you went to school, you went to high school, whatever, or you already reach your age 18, 19, 20, something like that. As soon as you hit that age that you are able to work, go to work and save money. Okay, save money, because the money that you will save is the one that will help you in most of your needs in your life, your emergency. Okay, because some people don't realize that while we are still alive, uh, we have needs. Okay, we will never run out of needs. Even if we die, one day we will still have our needs in our last time on earth. Okay, yes, because some people don't realize what's the money, or what's the goal of having to have money. Okay, it's better to have money than not having money, because not having money will be difficult. Okay, it's better to have money because you will have a lot of good options in life, and that you will have a better options of living. Okay, and some people never understand that. Okay, so how I come up to the solution. Okay, because I was always like, oh, always run out of money, always don't have money, always like I can't afford to buy this, I can't afford to buy that, I can't afford to, even if I want something, I can't afford it. Okay, this is what I do. Okay, of course work, because that's where the money coming from, is from work. You work and work. And so how I did came up to the solution, how can I save money? Okay, this is how I save money. Okay, I save some money by doing this. I set some amount of how much I'm going to spend in 1 month. Okay, and that's it. That's the only money that I will use it for a month. I'm not gonna spend more than that. Okay, I can spend like less, of course, yes, but not like more than that. It happens once in a while that I get like spend more than what I expected in 1 month. but just a little bit, okay? Not as like overspending, okay? Okay, what are my expenses? I have lots of course, I have like expenses with myself. But mostly gas is my number one. And what else? Food that I want to buy for myself. And what else? Food. Things that I wanted to buy for like mostly house, like things that I can use it at the house. Yeah, like organizer, like shelves. That's what I buy mostly. But like I said, most of the time is food. Yes, that's my number one. Or something that if I wanted to send some money to my son, I send some money for him. Yeah, that's 14. And then, or of course, I set some aside for my mom too. I send her some money too. Yeah, all of that is I put that into a budget plan. Okay. Yeah. Well, some people say write it down, but I don't usually write it down anymore because I have my bank, so I can see it in my bank and what are my spending. I can see there where my money goes. Mostly, like I said, gas, food, and food. Yeah, most of the time, yes. Oh, of course, my healthcare too. Like if I'm going to have checkup, I have to pay the copay. And if I'm going to get like dental checkup, of course I pay like copay, but it's just very little amount. And then if I'm going to have like eye doctor appointment, also like for glasses like this one, I have to pay for the copay. I have to pay some of that the insurance didn't take out of it, so I had to pay for that one too. But like I said, it's not that much. Yes. And what else? And that's it. Like I said, I can see all my on my bank statement. I can see what are my spending, and I can see from there. So that's why I don't have to write it down anymore. But if I really wanted to, I can if I want to. But I don't have time to write down all of that. The only thing that I write some now is my schedule. That's the only thing that I write down because I just like to write it down than well, I can print that too. It's a lot easier, but I don't know. I like writing it down. Yeah. So, yeah, that is my schedule right there. That's where I write it down. But that's it. But I mean, if you are the one who likes to writing down some expenses, then you can do that too. If you have a lot of time to do that, or you can use like some people they use a Microsoft or something like that. Yeah, or some whatever that they use on their computer. Yeah, you can do that too, how to save money. So yeah, that is my suggestion on how you save some money. So yeah, that's how I save up some money. So like I said, I set some budget every month, and then the rest that will go to my savings. And also you can earn money from your savings. Okay, the bank has like a checking and savings account. So you can earn money from your savings, the dividends, you call that dividends, and then you earn money. Mine, I earn sometimes $3. Not bad, $3. I mean, better than zero, right? But of course, on my checking, I don't earn money from that. But on the savings, I earn money. Yeah, I think that's every month. Sometimes like almost $3, or sometimes like $2. It depends. Yeah, but at least I earn some. Yeah, and then like I said, you always have to save some money. Don't spend it all in one paycheck. Okay, so set some amount of how much you're going to spend, and then that's it. You have to have discipline on how are you going to spend your money. Otherwise, if you don't have discipline, then you're gonna end up like out of control, and you're gonna end up like spending all your paycheck in just one paycheck. Okay, so like I said, always save some. To me, it helps to the writing some of the expenses. I used to do that when I was younger. I used to do that when I was in my 1920s. Yes, I used to write down some of my expenses because that time I don't have a bank, so I can't see what are my expenses. So I write that down, and then I can see, I can track on how much I'm going to spend, okay? This is what I learned from, you cannot spend more than what is your income, okay? That is not the way of living. You cannot spend more if your income is like less, okay? Because then you will lose in your life situation, okay? So you have to have like at least have discipline, okay? Save, or like I said, maybe for you it will help if you write down all your expenses. So write it down, see how much you expenses in 1 month, and then set aside on how much is your budget for 1 month, and then the rest will go to savings. Okay, so save some. I told you the savings will help you. So save some, even though a little at a time, because by the how do you call that, by the end of the year, whatever, or how many years, it will adds up all of the money that's saved. Okay, so if you combine that like in 1 month, and then it depending on how many years that you save up, then it will accumulate all of that, and then that you'll see you will have a savings. Okay, savings will help you in many ways in a lot of things. Like for instance, if let's say you can't go to work anymore, there's something happens that you can't go to work, or you can't go to work, or you get fired, or whatever reason that you run out of job, then the money that you save up, the money that you accumulate in those years, that will help you to cover all your expenses. Like for instance, if you are renting your house, then of course you gotta pay for that, right? But if you have your own house, then that will a big help, because of course you're not gonna have the big amount of money that you're that going away of your savings. And the only thing that you're gonna pay now is water, electric, and then food. And then it depends, if you don't have a car, then the transportation, you have to pay that too. See, that will help you to cover all that. And some people don't understand that, some people don't realize that, what is the purpose of money, or what is the goal of having to have savings. So that is the goals of having to have money. Or let's say you got sick. For when you get sick, and like I said, you can't go to work, depending on how long you're gonna get sick, let's say 1 month, there you go, the 1 month will still it's like a meter, okay? It will still like moving. You're gonna keep moving. So the expense is still gonna keep moving. And you're the only one who's just resting, not the expenses, okay? So all that, like I said, all the money that you have, the savings that you accumulate before, that will help you to cover those month that you're not working, depending on how long you will stop working. That will cover all that, okay? Or let's say, what is the purpose of the other savings? Let's say you're going to move to different places. You decided, you get tired of your world that you're moving in right now, that you're living in right now. You get tired of it, you get sick of it, and you say, oh, I don't want this life anymore. I don't want this job anymore. I don't want this surroundings anymore. Then like I said, your money will help you to take you anywhere you want to go, okay? So that will take you, let's say, oh, you want to go move to Switzerland, right? Since you have the money, you can use that money to go somewhere that you want it to be. So like I said, Switzerland example, you want to go there, then your savings will help you to go take you there, okay? And what else that the savings for, the money that you have? Let's say like I said again, you want to quit your job, you feel like you are so sick of your job, oh, I want to move on my job, I want to move somewhere else. Then like I said, the money that you have will help you to cover up those days, months that you're not going to work, okay? So that's what the savings for. And what is the purpose of savings is that way you can avoid borrowing money from other people. That way you don't have to borrow money, because if you have investment for yourself, savings for yourself, the money that you set aside for yourself, that you that's where the money come from. You will get that money, okay? Anytime you need something, the money that you save up, you will go there and you will run to that savings that you save up for. Then you don't have to go asking other people to borrow money because you have some with you. See, that's the purpose of it, and that's why you can avoid that too. And some people don't realize that. Well, that's what I learned, and that's why I wanted to share you how I did it and why I did it. Okay, like I said, that's how I did it. I work and save up, save, and no matter how much you save, it will still add up. Like depending on, okay, you calculate. You can really, you can also tell how much you're gonna save by writing it down. Or you want it as a surprise, and you can do that too. But if you really wanted to know how much you're going to save in like 1 month, one year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, you can write that down. Depends on how much you put into your savings. You write it down and then you'll add that, and then you'll see the result already. You don't have to wait to find out how much you save. Okay, by doing that, you can like calculate it right away, and then you can see how much you save. See, that's how you save it. Or like I said, you can do surprise, so that way you can be like surprised when you open like for instance piggy bank or whatever, how you save your money. But when I was a kid, what I learned is, did I ever have a piggy bank before? I think I have, yeah. But mostly what I do is, because I like collecting like the bills, the money, the paper. So what I put it in the envelope. That's how I save money. So I put it in the envelope. I just keep putting there and putting there. And then I write that down how much in it, and then so that way I know how much it is. So that way I can just know how much I'm going to add next time. And so that's how I save money too. And then so I put it in there and see how much I accumulate in just 1 month, or it depends on how much I've been saving it. Because since when I was a kid, I like to see the bills. I like to see the money. I like to see, I like to have like, I don't know, it just fascinates me that I have so much interest in money. That's that's why I always like look at my wallet, see if I have like money in there. And I like to see that I have money in my wallet. Yes. Because I feel like, such a relief knowing that I have money. Yeah. Like I said, if I can do it, you can do it too. And that's my tips on how I save money. All right, bye. Thank you for watching.